Hi everyone, my name is Cheryl Hung. I'm the VP of Ecosystem at the CNCF, where I run the CNCF end user community. And this community is a group of more than 140 companies who are adopting cloud native infrastructure, but not selling any cloud native products or services. And from my point of view, end users are more than passive consumers. They have a huge amount of knowledge and real world experience, and they play a really important part in the open source ecosystem. So that's why at CNCF, we want to amplify that voice. And as part of that, every year, the end user community chooses one company out of the 140 to win the top end user award based on their impact and contributions. So the winner of this year's 2020 Top End User Award is Zalando.
Here we go.
Baby, I ain't lose no step.
A lot of companies deserve this end user award, and we are very happy to receive it. Yeah, Zalando started the Kubernetes journey in 2017, and our main goal was streamlining the developer experience. We knew that we need a lot of clusters, so we added a lot of automation and infrastructure tooling to make it easy to work with 140 clusters. We knew from the start that we want to build on shoulders of giants and not only take but also give back to the community. So that's why we created a bunch of open source projects like operators for Postgres, Elasticsearch and others, so others can benefit from our knowledge and experience with Kubernetes. One game changer for us is really starting to think with a product mindset for our platform teams. So using product management for our internal platform teams to improve our developers' experience with Kubernetes and other cloud-native tooling. We use Accelerate KPIs to measure our success and continuously try to listen to our customers and improve the productivity of our Zalando developers. When I remind myself about how we dealt with server systems before, this is a great move ahead for us as a community in the industry. Open source is always for me also leveraging humankind's potential. I think Kubernetes is a game changer in this regard, that we have a common language where we can talk about infrastructure and learn from each other how to deal with common problems and issues.
It's my pleasure to welcome Yanis to receive this award, which I'm going to give you right now.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Cheryl. On behalf of Zalando, I'm honored to receive this award and the associated recognition of Zalando's contributions to the CNCF community.
Again, congratulations. So Yanis, please introduce yourself and Zalando, what you do at Zalando, and tell us about why you adopted Cloud Native. What impact has it had on you and your teams?
Of course, my name is Janus Rake-Reveland, and I'm an engineering manager for Zalando, leading the cloud infrastructure team. For those that don't know who we are, Zalando is Europe's leading online fashion platform and connects customers, brands, and partners. We serve more than 32 million customers across 17 countries. Initially, we started our Kubernetes journey just as a proof of concept as part of a hack week. Right now, it has become the default runtime for more than 200 engineering teams and currently serving almost 90% of our production applications. While Zalando already used container technologies on Amazon Web Services before the adoption of Kubernetes, we were lacking efficiency, a common operating model, and a central compliance and security endpoint. So switching to Kubernetes and other CNCF projects allowed us to build a platform to satisfy exactly these requirements, and at the same time increase, or rather improve, developer experience and increase developer productivity.
Awesome. That's great to hear that. So I know that Zalando contributes to many different open source projects. Why and how does your company support these open source contributions?
Zalando has, from its inception, relied on open source software to build our business and promoted open source contributions internally ever since. We strongly believe that by being a good open source software citizen, we can influence the projects that we use. So this can be done by contributing code upstream, but also by sharing knowledge, such as success or something like failure stories. As to the how we foster this, it starts as early as when you join Zalando. We have a dedicated open source software session during our engineering onboarding. This also covers guidelines for contributions and licensing models. Employees may also organize internally as part of our open source software guild. Last but not least, we see our contributions also as an important part of being an attractive employer.
Absolutely. That's awesome to hear that. And lastly, this award comes from your peers at the end user community. So Yanis, what's your favorite part of being in the end user community?
Zalando is very active, especially in the special interest groups of the end user community. For instance, developer experience or the service mesh SIG. These groups are a great place for us to share and receive knowledge and learn from the experience of others in a safe and also vendor neutral space. As part of the community, you quickly learn that you are not alone with the problems that you're trying to solve, and may even find out that someone has already solved them. So that part is definitely my favorite part of being part of the CNCF and user community.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Yanis. And once again, congratulations to Zalando for winning the 2020 CNCF Top End User Award.
Thank you very much, and thank you to the community.
Get it,